My uncle started it all, I'd say in the 70s. There used to be just a fair track here in Sudbury, but it was a weekend thing. You'd have your horse and you'd go and race them like it was like a fair, right? It was like a get together. The money wasn't big, but the people used to be able to bet and stuff like that. Mr. McIsaac in 1974 decided to build a racetrack here in Sudbury, a state-of-the-art B track it was called, and that's when my uncle got really serious into it and started his own stable. Ended up quitting the mine and doing that full time. And also my cousin Gary was involved, and my cousin Mike. My dad was always there every weekend mucking out the stalls or whatever, so I'd always tag along. And I ended up loving it and sticking with it all my life. I love the rush of winning, just being, I don't know, just part of me, I guess. There's always a little fear when you first start, but once you're in it, it's just part of me, I guess. When my horse makes it to his full potential and beating everybody at the track, it just gives you a sense of pride, I guess. Oh, there's a lot of money that flows into this business. If any business that you'd say you put back into it, you put a lot of it before you get some out. That's for sure. That's why you always got to be trying to be on top of your game at all times. Keep your horses healthy, because you can't go broke in a hurry if you don't know what you're doing. The horse is very routine in a matter that if he's off his feet or his stall is messier than normal, then there's something going on. It's things you got to read on the horse. If everything's fine, we usually take its temperature in the morning, make sure he's healthy. We turn him out in the morning to go play outside for an hour. We'll bring him back in. If he's all dirty, we'll give him a nice bath and rub down. We'll rub his legs good, wrap his legs up for that evening. And by that time, around noon comes around, we'll give him all his vitamins that he needs for the big race that evening. And let him rest the afternoon. And then when it's time to get to the track, we usually leave here about 5 o'clock. We head to the racetrack. Prior to the racetrack, he'll have an hour before. We'll give him a warm-up where we harness up the horse. We go onto the track. He has about a 15-minute warm-up, make sure his muscles are nice and loose. Get him into, there's a place called the paddock where they all go in prior to the race. Now, where there's an equipment judge that comes in and checks, make sure it's the right horse that we are racing that evening. They have a tattoo on the side of their neck, so they check that. And then if everything's good, we go behind the gate and we make money.
The track and they turn on Stila. Shaq-Rika way out wide and taking over the lead. Still Shaq-Rika, I am Sam Pinner, in charge in the studio, and it will be.
Well, usually I try to plan my strategy depending on where my post position is, because that's a draw every time, right? There's usually 9 horses in the race. Post positions on a half-mile track is very important, to where you got horses with a lot of speed off the gate or whatever. So I usually try to strategize the horse that I drive and the rest of the horses that are involved in the race. We look at the race program, and then I try to either follow the ones that are better than me, or if I'm the better one, I'll try to go to the front, or like it's a game in a sense that you got to know when to go and when not to go. During the race, it's just a matter of keeping your horse alive and like in the sense not to die, but to keep him brave the whole mile, for him to finish his last quarters where the money is, and that's where you want him in a good position to make you the money. There's lots that can go wrong. Obviously, if you've been to the track, we are in tight quarters, like the wheels are close to the horse's legs and everything, and if a horse makes a bad step or a guy makes a bad move, like, you can have accidents, and I've been involved in some. I've been out for 4 months before where I busted my arm pretty bad. You gotta be careful out there, and everybody else out there gotta be careful too. You gotta know what you're doing. I've been pretty fortunate to have some good horses throughout my career, and hopefully to have more. And I've also had some good horses that got injured to where they've broken a leg, or they hurt themselves so bad that they can't race anymore. Those are really sad times. And I also had some where I've lost them, where they've died. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't be doing it. My wife is a tremendous help too, so that's the only reason why I can still work 2 jobs. I must have close to 600 races won now, life. Yeah, I do have some trophies. I got some pictures, memorabilities. I got blankets. It's been a good run. I just hope that this mess going on with the government, that I could still enjoy doing this for the rest of my life, and for my kids too, because they love it so much.